Cats and Jive Turkeys. It is Son of Ifrit here with another commentary. So, remember when I said that I got pissed at the woman in my last commentary? That was before I came across this. This woman goes by the name of Yindi Barker. She's only got 2 videos on her channel. The one we'll be covering is her response to the last woman about her controversial rant that got covered by the news, and how she pretty much agreed with her. Honestly, I can't tell who's worse at the moment. I'll let you decide who it is, so let's just get started.
Okay. So I wanted to address something that might be considered taboo.
Look, honey, if you're gonna talk about anal sex, don't bother. We still got ass demons on the prowl.
But it needs to be addressed because even if you do it behind closed doors because you're ashamed of what people are going to think of you, you still need to do it.
But honey, we need to do this kinky bondage roleplay. The black lady in heavy makeup told me to.
And this is corporal punishment. That's what I'm talking about right now. You need to spank your children. And I'm not talking about a little whack over the diaper that they're not gonna feel. I'm talking about pinching them, slapping them on their skin with belts, with your hands, as hard as you can so that they actually feel it.
Yes, because that's what a child needs when they knock something over or get mad at you or someone else. Slap so hard that it could cause problems for them later in life. Never mind the fact that there's been various studies and research to go along with how kids that were spanked had emotional problems later on in life, or had caused some kind of harm to others. No, you gotta spank them hard now to show them their place.
Okay, next time we'll have the real thing.
If it's not a severe infliction of pain, and if it's just like...
You're not.
And I'm not saying slapping the baby over the diaper.
You're really not.
I'm talking actual pain for a short amount of time, at least a minute, of physical pain until these children learn how to behave. You need to teach your children how to behave, and you need to stop making excuses for your children. They're not tired, they're not sick, they're not overstimulated by the lights and all the people. Your kids are badass kids who need to get their asses whooped.
Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me 1 second. Just... I'm okay. I got it all in my system. Hopefully. Now then, for you to essentially say that this is the kind of punishment a child should get when they misbehave is disgusting. I can understand a few spanks to get your point across, but a full minute or more? To where you have to make it hurt? Are you kidding me? Wow, not even 2 minutes in, already I have no sympathy for you. You and Kathleen are a perfect match. You could turn your houses into police states.
And you need to do it because you're the parent. No one else in this world, no one in the supermarket or in the restaurant should suffer through your agony and your torture because you decided to give birth to a badass little kid.
And no one else should have to listen to this tripe you call parenting, but I guess the world's not perfect after all.
Why should we all suffer for your mistake? You should have swallowed.
Blow it out your ass. What if the people you were complaining about wanted children? I'm more willing to bet that they'd make better parents than you would. At least they wouldn't treat their kids like a mistake.
Okay, next time we'll have the real thing.
So, your children? These children that you call autistic?
You've pissed me off already. Don't you even dare go the route I think you're going.
Are domestic terrorists in training, okay?
Of course she went there. Why am I not surprised? This kind of ignorance astounds me. Riddle me this, oh lady of stupidity. What of the autistic people that are actually functioning well? Did you not do research? If you did, you would have known that autistic children have little to no control over what they do. Spanking them does nothing!
You are training your child to be inconsiderate of every single person around them.
Alright, you stupid broad, let me ask you. If what you say is true, then why aren't there more terrorists out in the streets and large groups riding around towns and cities? There are good, well-functioning people with autism and other sorts of mental illness. And even if there are a few bad apples in the bunch, don't go and push everyone else in with them.
And that lack of consideration for other people it progresses. It doesn't resolve on its own. It progresses.
Okay, so am I the only one that's getting tired of seeing her face? Let's see if we can mask over it. Let's see, what can work to match her personality? Ah, here we go!
And that child who has no consideration for anyone else around them, including you, someone who takes care of them?
No, from the way I see it, the only one who has no consideration for anybody is you. What with how you've been talking down to parents, children, anyone with autism. You may try and hide your ugliness with heavy makeup, but it's not helping at all.
That child is going to progress in their selfishness, in their lack of consideration, and they are going to become the children who shoot up schools and the men who turn into serial killers, Craigslist killers, all these kids who are spoiled rotten.
Okay, so now it's gone from autistic people to autistics and spoiled brats. Nice to see you're not leaving anyone out. At this point, you may as well say that everyone's going to become a serial killer or a school shooter.
Okay, next time we'll have the real thing.
That's not cute. There's nothing cute about a spoiled child. Your child is not cute. Your child isn't cute or pretty when she cries. Your child is not cute when they go to sleep after they finish having a tantrum. We do not have a soft spot in our hearts for your babies.
Why am I not surprised? With the way you present yourself in this video, you have no heart and sympathy for anyone. With the way you carry yourself, you have a holier-than-thou attitude and have an ego the size of Canada. Also, I meant to bring this up earlier. What's this we stuff? There is no we, there is only you. You do not speak for everyone, you're only speaking for yourself. Please try and get that through that thick mass that you call a skull. It could come in handy one day.
And if you don't care about other people, then you deserve to go visit your child through the one-way mirror. As they're getting interrogated by police, you deserve to visit your child in an orange jumpsuit because you refuse to beat your children.
And now you're bringing up beating children. And this is why Child Protective Services is a thing. Ugh. I'd rather get parenting tips with the town drunk.
And I'm not in any way promoting abuse. I'm promoting corporal punishment. You deserve to visit your child in an orange jumpsuit because you refuse to beat your children. And I'm not in any way promoting abuse.
Because you refuse to beat your children.
Do you not listen to yourself, or are you deaf in both ears?
Okay, next time we'll have the real thing.
What happened in the 80s and the 90s when nobody knew anything about autism?
Didn't know anything. It was being studied on at that time. It was studied on since the 1960s. It was discovered in 1943. Heck, if you want to get technical about it, it was also found in 1911 by Swiss psychiatrist Eugen Bleuler. So to say that no one knew about autism in the 80s and 90s is complete malarkey.
All of those children were just getting their asses whooped. That's what was happening. And guess what? They all turned out fine.
Except for the people with emotional problems, people harming others. Do I need to repeat myself again?
It's the kids who were not getting beatings that turn into Ted Bundy. And that is your child's future. Your child has no future. Spare the rod, spoil the child. You are spoiling your child and not in a good way. It's not cute. You are destroying your child's future.
I would not be talking if I were in your position. If you had kids and you treat them like you keep telling others how they should be treated, I'd be calling Child Protective Services on your ass. Again, there's punishment, and then there's your archaic ways.
Your child doesn't respect authority, your child doesn't care about anyone but themselves, and your child is going to end up destroying more lives than simply being a little loud in the restaurant. They're going to start destroying lives.
And how would you know? You assume that anyone who doesn't get spanked is going to become the next Adolf Hitler or Columbine shooter. Get your head out of your ass for 5 seconds and realize everyone has a different parenting style that works for them.
Okay, next time we'll have the real thing.
And one more thing I need to mention. Cut out the long pauses. Good God, they litter this video.
Timeout isn't gonna cut it. Okay?
Hey, that was enough for me when I was young, and I turned out alright. I didn't go out and shoot up schools or kill anyone. Does that make her whole argument pointless? I'd say so.
If your child is I've seen children who are mentally retarded and got their asses whooped, and guess what? They're flying straight now. They fly straight.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. Anytime I've seen a parent or guardian spank a mentally challenged kid, it never goes well.
You need to toughen up. You need to stop making excuses for your lack of good parenting.
Ooh, and aren't you the perfect parent? Honestly, a family of wolves would be able to do better than you.
You need to stop making excuses for yourself. You need to stop blaming the child and saying that the child is sick and the child has a disorder. You are the problem. You refuse to beat your child, and you are the reason why your child is a terrorist. Your child is a terrorist in training and a public nuisance. Roll it back in your head. Sleep on it. And I don't care whether you disagree. At the end of the day, you're hearing me and it's penetrating. And you're going to think about this 5 years from now when your child gets kicked out of school for punching a girl in the stomach. Guess what? You're going to remember this.
Yes, I will remember this. If or when I have children and they turn out to be real great kids, I will remember this atrocity that you call parenting and think to myself on how I'm glad that I never became someone like you or others like you. And the last 10 seconds are completely pointless. So with that, we are finally done with this stupid broad. Good God, I cannot stand her. This was not fun for me to make. I got mad when I first saw this, and I got mad when creating the commentary. I apologize if this didn't have enough humor or certain stuff like that, but when it comes to people like this, a person so blind to mental illness and so locked in their ways about how parenting should be, I get mad. She has no right to tell others how to discipline their children. Heck, I'm going out and saying that she has no right to be a parent. Overall, both these women are bad, but I put her just a peg higher than the woman in the last commentary. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll try and lighten the mood next time. Hopefully. This is Son of Ifrit, and I bid you all adieu.